Yeah, I keep forgetting to video my progress. I'm making a coffee table at the moment. It's trying to get used to doing all this, but I'll show you what I got done so far and explain what I did to get there. This is my coffee table top. Cut them down to 40 inches, sanded them, and then torched them. And I picked the best looking side, and that's the side that's going to go up. So what I got to do now is flip these over, find the 3 points where I'm going to put dowels in, and then I'm going to glue all 5 boards together. Down here I have the legs and the sides. When it comes to the legs, got a 45 on one side. You can see this is not torched. That's because 2 of these are going to go together, and that's what's going to make the outside of the leg. The inside of the leg, you won't see that. But then what I did after that was I took the 8-inch side and I put it up against, and right at the bottom end of it, that's where I started. And then I took the bandsaw. Let me start over here because I measured this halfway through. So from where the 45 starts to the end, I measured the halfway point. And then I went from the bottom where that board was to that halfway point, lined it, and then took it to the bandsaw and bandsawed it. And then I sanded these down and torched them. Well, yeah, I cut these to 8-inch, 2 of them. I got 2 of them at 28-inch. Those are going to be right underneath the coffee table. That's what the coffee table is going to mount to. So when this goes together, it's going to go together like this. Yeah, let me pick that up so you can kind of see what the sides will look like. When it goes together, it's going to go together like this. So that way you'll see that taper down there. And then you'll have 45 and your 28 inch will come off of that going that way, and that's where your tabletop will sit on. Alright, I got a board sitting up here. What I'm going to do is I bought this jig, and what I like to do is I find your center for your drilling. So what I like to do is go line this 1/8 inch corner right here up with the corner of the board, and that's where I'll drill my holes on each end. In the center, I'll find close to center, I'll mark that, and then I'll draw a line across all of them, so that way they all line up. Yeah, here we are on day 2 of this coffee table build. Sorry I can't get a bunch of video for you. I'm still trying to figure out how to get cameras set up so that way I can record what's going on here. But I'll show you where I'm at so far with this, and then we'll just kind of update the progress till eventually I can get it to where I can set cameras up and video everything I'm doing. We have the tabletop finally glued. That right there is one of the reasons why we're putting that at the bottom. Some of this wood has a lot of sap in it, so when it heats up it tends to pull out. Yeah, we're about on the 3rd day now. I didn't get a chance to do anything on that 2nd day because It's just raining and dreary and cold, and I just didn't feel like being out here much. But I'll show you what I've got going so far with this coffee table. I've got clamps holding it down to keep it straight. I've glued and dowel pinned those corners over here, both of them, and then clamped it together to kind of hold it tight. Wait for the glue to dry. Once the glue dries, then we'll get it together. There's the top, and there's the two side legs. So I've gotten that far so far. Now I need the longer side legs. There's one down there still yet to get drilled and glued together. Kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing here. Taking this, I've got this set up to where I go right to the corner of the quarter mark here. Set it up right here. The corner of that, the corner of this. And I just drill a hole right there. Yep. And then I'll do the corner and the sides, and I'll make sure I mark the same top part, because those holes don't line up. I learned that one the hard way. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. Drilling a hole in there. I'll do it to the other one, and I'll do it to both sides of that. And we'll go from there and glue it together. We're going to put the frame together today. We're like 4 days into it. I had to stop for a few days and work on a few extra things for my store. One of them being this toilet paper holder. This turned out really, really well. I'm actually kind of surprised at it. I gotta wait 24 hours though for that stain to dry in order to get the polyurethane on it. But now I'm back to working on this coffee table. Hopefully I can get all this done and get this video out. Alright, here we got the sides here. Long side, short side. I'm gonna put these on there, and then we'll throw some glue and get her nailed into place with brad nailer. So of course stuff's gonna start falling, and I've got a bunch of stuff in my way. So when it comes to these corner things, it's getting them set up. Once they're set up, then they're easier to work with. Alright. Yep. Now that that's set up, there's your nifty little thing. Put it on, it corners it up, so that way you got a perfect 90. All I gotta do is glue and pop some brad nails in that, and then that corner right there will be done. Now what I'll do is I'll keep it in there, and then I'll go to every other corner as I'm doing this, so that way all corners are taken care of. Alright, I've thrown a little bit of glue in here, and I was wondering if that was going to happen. They shot a nail at the side. which is one reason why it's a good idea. Huh, they did the same thing there too. Did it shoot out that side? No, that one actually went in like it should have. Huh. Guess I'll have some extra work to do. The only thing about shooting at a 45, that gives me extra work I gotta do, because now I gotta cut that off, sand it, torch that spot again. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I can already see this. I like that one actually went through like it should have. I don't know why the rest of them did that. Unless there's some knots around them areas, which could be possible. I don't know. I guess I'll have to worry about that one. Alright, well. Yeah, because of that, generally when I go to nail, I'll push up here and I'll hold down here. That way when it shoots, if it goes out this way, it's not going into my hand. Got that one just sitting up there, so gotta hurry up and get these set up. Oh. I'm gonna have to put some glue in the bottom of this thing, because they did not glue this thing down. As soon as you pull everything out of the case, it falls apart on you. Yes. I'll have to figure this one out a minute. Just like that. Yep, just like that. There we go. Now what I'll do is I'll loosen one side, pull it back so that way I can draw glue down there. And then I'll put it back together, tighten it back up, and good to go. See, it's separated. Yeah. Glue is drying real fast because it's real hot in here. Oh no. Loosen that up so we can slide that back together. Alright, this might stick to the table. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what's over the other side. I don't know why I got all them nails went the outside. These ones all went straight in like they were supposed to. Yeah. Here we are. All the way there. So now what I'll do is I'll fix this boo-boo over here when the nails popped out. That one looks like it just splintered out the top. It doesn't look like a nail went through. Weird. Alright, well, went ahead and glued the base to the top. I'll show you how that is. I didn't get any video of that just because I was a little stressed at how that was going to work out. Now that I know how it worked out, I'll let you know how I did it. Right now it's clamped to kind of hold pressure down on it. What I did was I drilled with my jig so that way it was centered. I drilled those there, and then I measured from where I did my point to my center hole, and I took that measurement, and at the tabletop I went from that point down to where my measurement was, drilled holes there. And then I had to put the dowels in, glued the base itself so that way I didn't have a bunch of excess glue all over the place, and then kind of tapped it with a hammer around to get it all into place, and then I clamped it down with these boards for even pressure because of where it's sitting on this table that I got made. I couldn't clamp it directly to the sidewall because that was my thing, is I wanted to clamp it right to here, but because the clamps aren't long enough, I had to clamp it to this board and clamp both sides evenly so I got enough tension where it's pressured down on both sides. Well, we'll let that dry, and then we'll come back, and looks like polyurethane's about it, and then we're done with this one. Well, we got the coffee table done. This right here, the base had split on one of the seams. Not a big problem. Just throw a little bit of glue in there, clamp it together so that we let the food dry. But last thing we got to do on this thing is polyurethane it, and she is good to go. Alright, today's the day we do polyurethane. Good day to do it. Raining today, so always get gloves on because that polyurethane stains your skin and it takes forever for it to come off if you don't. Ugh. Gloves are the best option. We use fast drying polyurethane. Gotta go find me a stir stick for this literal stick. Pop the seal. Polyurethane stick now. Dip the brush in and start going to town, but that's all it is. Just wipe it on, let it set. 3 to 4 hours. Do another coat. I always do 2 coats. I don't feel the need to do any more than 2. Well, this concludes the coffee table build. I like the way it turned out. It turned out pretty decent. Here's a good picture of it here. Next build, I don't know what I'm going to make, but stay tuned. You might enjoy it.